Attention wrestling fans! Real Shoot Wrestling brings its final event of 2022 to New Kensington, Pennsylvania, Friday, December 16th, featuring matches as the Frat Daddy going one-on-one against Cowpoke Paul. MV Young takes on Jeremy Cobert. The Violent Party in the main event go head-to-head in tag team action. The Real Shoot Wrestling Christmas Party Rumble. Honey Badger and Christian Noir take on Nurse Micah and Jeff Paul. The Unappreciated Trevor Gage and Zeke Mercer take off against The Murder. RSW Internet Champion Remy LeVay defends against the Mad Dog, Zach Myers. All this, plus a toy drive for the Toys for Tots on a free show in New Kensington, Pennsylvania, Friday, December 16th. Come experience Real Shoot Wrestling with us for the final time of...
What's happening? It's Spooky Lou and the crew. Holy hell. Being joined by the one and only Scott Bastard. Not Scott Bastard, Scott Baxter. Sorry, Scott.
I was going to say, what did I do to you, Spooky?
Well, I know you've been going through a lot lately. I'm glad you're well and you're with us. And,
yes.
Of course, the great Lawrence. And it looks like it's us tonight, boys. Y'all ready for New Kin, baby?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, buddy, I can say that after the Krampus Mania 2 event, I don't know if I'm ready for anything because I don't know what to expect anymore, gentlemen.
What a
preach it, Scott Baxter. Preach it.
What a screwy night. Fuck Zeke Mercer. Fuck James Simpson. Fuck the Unappreciated. Hey, how about earlier today? James Simpson is gone, baby. Tim Cross said, peace to you. What kind of
I heard about that.
What kind of scoop you got on that, Scott?
Well, I can assure you, gentlemen, after the actions committed from James Knight, committed in front of everybody, blatant to the eye, obviously caught on camera as well, his actions had to result in termination, according to Real Shoot Wrestling owner Tim Cross.
I love it. Good. Good. Well,
that's what he gets, the fucking piece of shit.
Piece of shit, man. The game has changed. The landscape has changed. Krampus Mania changed everything forever. We've discussed it, so go back, listen to mine and Lawrence's post show. Let's look forward. It's the holidays. Let's be festive. Let's be happy. Coming up, we return to New Kensington in a what I believe is going to be an historic venue for independent wrestling. Thank you, MV Young, for having us. New Kensington, come on out. Bring a toy for your boy. I'll give it to the kid. I ain't going to take it. Unless it's like, I don't know, man. If it's a Kamen Rider toy, I might take it. Anyway, bring a toy and you get in. You can't beat that, Lawrence.
You absolutely can't. But I would still, I would advise everyone, because you never know when he's going to pop up out of just nowhere. Be on the lookout for Mad Roy, because he could be anywhere.
Yeah, he might be in the vicinity. That's okay, because you know who else will be? MV Young will be in the vicinity. The main event. Two very big dudes going to be in the vicinity. My boy, Jeremy Cobert, going to be in the vicinity.
Hey, all right.
Oh, man. The stars will be out in New Ken. Remy, Mother effing LeVay will be in the vicinity. Honey Badger, Christian Noir, and RSW tagging with Honey Badger. Shit, we're going to run down these matches as you know we can. Scott Baxter, what match you looking forward to the most, my man?
Gentlemen, this is one of the more stacked cards, and it seems like we say that about every show here at Real Shoot Wrestling. But, gentlemen, that just goes to show the level of talent on every show, every matchup. It seems like it could be the card of the year.
Yep. What a way to end the year.
That being said, I think there's one match in particular that's got my eye, gentlemen. It's going to be the tag team matchup of the Violent Party versus the main event.
Yeah. Yeah. Preach.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait. You got the veterans and Dustin Alexander, Violent Vance Desmond, and up against the main event. These dudes are legendary in my book. Been killing it on the indies for years. For years. And just huge dudes, talented dudes. I can't wait. I've never seen them live in the flesh. I cannot wait for that match. Good pick, Scott Baxter.
Pookie, if you've never seen the main event up front in person, I think they're going to fit right in here at Real Shoot Wrestling because they're not, I mean, they bring so much more than a gimmick, a character, everything you see. The main event is a full-on experience the minute they walk through that curtain. Mm-hmm. And if you've never experienced it in person, brother, it'll send chills down your spine.
No
Hell yeah.
And they're kind of, on their home turf up there in PA, so I'm sure the crowd will be lit. They better be. Yo, if anybody in New Ken's listening, let's get lit tomorrow. Let's not sit on our fucking hands. How about that? Let's have a wrestling show. Let's be excited. Let's be festive. Let's have fun. Fun number one.
And buddy, if there's one tag team on this side of the coast that can get these fans on their feet, make a noise, and get them behind them, guys, it's going to be the main event.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. But, yo, don't sleep on Dustin Alexander and Violent Vance Desmond. I don't know what happened with Krampus Mania, why they weren't in that tag gauntlet, but we were kind of thinking they might take that bad boy. So here we are. They didn't get in that gauntlet. No tag titles, obviously, because you didn't make the match. But that's okay because big time matchup against the main event. If they beat those guys, you got to think they're going to be in at least number 1, number 2 contenders for the belts.
Man, I tell you what, missing out on that opportunity in Monongah, West Virginia for Krampus Mania 2. I don't know what happened. I've been reported multiple issues. There was a car issue. I don't know. I haven't seen the mechanics' actual diagnosis yet, so I can't verify if there was any foul play involved, if you catch my drift, right. Because it seems the foul play has just run amok with what would be the new RSW Tag Team Champions.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't put nothing past those dudes. Nothing at all. They're dirty pricks. I promise.
Absolutely. And I'd like to chime in here. I really like his pick for the match that he's really looking forward to watching. I got to tell you, the one that I'm really looking forward to watching is Remy versus Mad Dog.
Yeah.
Can Mad Dog muster up what no one else, whatever is required to beat Remy LeVay, a champion of that caliber that has held a belt for 2 fucking years? I'm really intrigued by that matchup.
Yo, let's look at it this way. Mad Dog just beat Beastman on his home turf in a dog collar match, bro. So, and Remy just won the VCW title at that show as well. The night before was laid out with the purple gimmick, still won the VCW title. Talk about a fucking warrior.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What do you think, Scott? What's going on?
Listen, Remy LeVay, as I said, I believe on the previous show, is a no BS champion. This guy will get the job done.
Okay.
Outstanding, as you've seen this year as Real Shoot Wrestling Internet Champion. And the Mad Dog, Zach Myers, been on a bit of a run himself. You've mentioned that dog collar win against the Beastman.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to point out the Mad Dog, Zach Myers, has also beaten former Real Shoot Wrestling Tag Team Champion Billy Knox in a dog collar match just this year as well, gentlemen. And I believe you were in attendance for that match.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What a war.
Mm-hmm.
What a bloody, nasty, just holy shit. That was a crazy match. Mad Dog definitely been on a roll. Definitely been on a roll. It's hard to bet against him at this point.
Mm-hmm. And
It's hard to bet
you
against.
got to bring out your. I was gonna say you got to bring out your mad dog for real to take on Billy Knox and get the dub.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dog collar match. And remember what happened after that, gentlemen? He set his sights on the other long reigning champion here in Real Shoot Wrestling.
Yes, he did.
Yep. And what a series with Zeke. Wow, a couple great, phenomenal matches. So, I don't know. I really, we're kind of jumping around. We're not really making our predictions just yet. And I'm not ready to predict that one.
Spooky Lou, what about you? Of all those matches that were listed in that commercial, what would you say as the fan in Spooky Lou? Who is the fan in Spooky Lou most looking forward to see step in that ring?
Man, the main event, I do have to go with the main event. But I tell you, I'm really looking forward to the match. The battle.
Well, hang on, we just had a.
Whoa, wait, hold on.
What?
Now we're talking about Zeke Mercer. Yes.
We're all in a bit of shock. Is this who I think it is?
Yo, I see a zebra on my screen.
Gentlemen,
What's going on?
It is exactly who we think it is. It is now the former senior official at Real Shoot Wrestling, James Simpson.
What do you want?
Scott, first off, what I want you to do is I want you to go and sit on your porcelain throne. I know you probably have some problems with your IBS right now.
It's kind of making me flare up.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't forget. Don't squeeze the Charmin. Okay.
Oh, this guy got jokes. Yeah. This guy got jokes. What are you doing? Drinking since you lost your job?
Oh no, brother! I quit drinking a long time ago. I quit drinking the Kool-Aid. I quit drinking all kinds of Kool-Aid a long time ago.
What
you understand?
Good Christian man. What a good dude James Simpson is.
Oh, I'm a good dude. I called every match I refereed for Real Shoot Wrestling, right down the middle, including the matches between Zeke Mercer and Mad Dog Zach Myers.
Okay, then why change it up?
Let's talk about last Saturday.
Yeah, I'm all ears.
Now, please do, because you got some explaining to do. You fucking mad boy, cheating motherfucker.
Do I really? Do I?
Yeah.
Let's tell a tale of 13 years as a referee.
Yeah.
A lot of that you watched. Yes or no? You actually watched my first match I ever refereed.
Yeah, I've watched you referee for years.
My friend.
So what changed? What changed? Why you a dick?
What changed? I grew extremely tired of the rules getting broken right in front of my face all the time. Mm-hmm. Do you realize I found a video of the show, like snips and clips on social media and everywhere else?
Okay.
People have been showing this to me. First match was a hard-fought match. I will give both men the benefit of the doubt on that match. There were some very close falls on that match.
Yeah.
Okay. Were there some very close? That should have been 3. Yeah, another referee maybe. But my count all night was true. Was it not, Lou? All night was my count.
Yeah.
What?
Until
no, my count was true all night long.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna say you fast counted them, but what happened.
You had a soul that night.
Huh?
You can't. Bake told me, I understand you're tired of it. Mm-hmm. Don't look. And I said, what? And he hands me a nice sum of money. I'm not going to complain. And I didn't look. I didn't see it. Ref cannot call what the ref doesn't see.
Okay, fair enough. Why in such an important match? An important match for the tag team title.
Match. It was an important match, and the best team of that night won.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm jumping in here right now. That's bullshit, bro. You sold your soul You sold your integrity as a fucking ref of this organization for fucking money. You lined your own pocket for your own fucking nefarious needs and aligned yourself with known fucking cheaters that have cheated other fucking teams out of wins. And you allowed those motherfuckers to win. And I'm telling you right now, you screwed brotherly love. Can we all agree on that, Scott Baxter? Fucking brotherly love right now should be the fucking champion. Period.
What a shit show. What
a shit show.
Yeah.
No, what the shit show was showing up to Tim Cross's house thinking, hey, I'm going to talk to him about possibly getting a pay raise. Hey, let's talk about changing how the referee. Let's talk about
raise. Are you fucking for real, bro? What fantasy land are you living in?
Let's talk about changing how the referees are treated around here. I'm tired of seeing how these referees are treated around here. We don't get any respect.
Oh, so you're looking out for the others too, huh? Is that the angle you're playing? It's for everybody, not selfish-ass, greedy-ass James Simpson.
I care about my referees.
Well, hold up. If that's the case, bro, hold up. If that's the case, did you share some of your fucking newfound earnings with your fellow fucking refs?
He didn't referee that match.
Exactly. Yeah. What we thought.
You're going to say it's considered found money at this point, sir.
Yeah.
It found its way into my pocket. I ain't going to deny it at this point. Why lie at this point?
What was you
saying, let's go ahead and continue the show. Well, I know I guess for bad horror movies on a dead format, but you need to get ready for this show, okay?
Oh, wow. Damn, he's even fucking he's calling out the fucking wrestling format. Bro, I don't know about y'all, but agree with me here. I think we got a new nickname for James Simpson. Fuck calling him Mad Roy and all that shit. This motherfucker is Alice, bro, because he's living in fucking Wonderland. Like, he thought he was going to get a fucking pay raise for fucking cheating.
Shit,
what the fuck?
No, my plan for the pay raise was coming before I got the payoff. The payoff was going to be, and the payoff was nice.
Yeah, you better hang on to it because your ass ain't got no job no more.
Oh, I've got jobs. Don't worry. I've got stuff coming up. Don't worry.
Tell, James.
Don't you worry your pretty little head there, Lou. I got it all taken care of.
Do tell. I saw the end of the video. Oh. I always watch to the end. I saw the little phone call. AIWF.
Hey, if the AIWF decided to call one of the most fair referees in the state of West Virginia and say, hey, do you want to work for us? And I'm like, hey, I have a better idea.
The fairest of them all.
Mm.
What the fuck? Scott, I know you've been trying
Can we get Scott Baxter to jump in here? Because I feel like we're just like, Scott Baxter, please jump in here and give us his opinion.
He'll be back.
Gentlemen, I'd like to report there was 2 breaking news reported just in the time we were having this conversation.
Okay.
First off, the breaking news: bars in Monongah had a record sale of pre-sale on drinks, all in the name of referee James Simpson. The most popular drink that was pre-ordered was a bleach and scotch. Hold the scotch.
Oh, you're funny. You're real cute. Let me tell you.
I liked it.
I loved it.
Second of all, I'd like to report that James Simpson was the first person to ever think he was coming to get a raise. He got promoted to fan instead.
No, I've seen that elsewhere before.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's all about you, buddy. I appreciate you joining us. Thinking you're gonna crash my show.
I'm appreciated right here. Let me tell you.
Wow.
Well, James, while you're here, we'd love to get your opinion. We'd love to get your predictions.
Around here, don't worry. I hear things. I'm not the dumbest person in the room.
You say so.
That's good.
Now, James, while you are in here, we would love to get your opinion on some of the matches, maybe even your predictions on some of the matches on the company you now used to work for, Real Shoot Wrestling's Christmas party.
Oh yeah, I have to promote this show because my attorneys are telling me I have to. They say it's in my best interest to talk about it and be nice. So let's Be nice, I guess.
Well, you might as well, because you sure as fuck got enough time on your hands now.
Throw him a match, Scott. Let's see what the bum has to say.
Yeah, I got.
Well, gentlemen, we'll start off with what I think could be an absolute show stealer. The Frat Daddy going one-on-one against Cowpoke Paul. James, tell me who you got and why.
You know, they both have a look to them, and they're both very talented wrestlers. I've got to enjoy matches as both a fan and as a referee with the Frat Daddy, and he is a very exciting wrestler to watch. Cowpoke Paul, young man, good up-and-coming star. I can't wait to see this match myself. I can't wait to actually be there if I can try. Of course, I'll have to buy a ticket. Let's go ahead and cut that joke out.
If it's up to me, your ass ain't getting in the building. You can look through the fucking window.
It was up to you. I'd love to stop me.
You might want to wear a mask or something, because I don't see Tim Cross or any of the boys letting you in.
Or freaks like you like to watch. No.
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
Hey,
Listen,
or maybe we'll just fucking charge them an extra $20.
Gentlemen, let's try to keep a level of decorum here.
Yeah, it's a little wild.
Yeah, I'm trying, Scott Baxter, but I'm pretty fucking heated, as you can tell. So.
The nerve of this dude.
Go ahead. I'll shut the fuck up, and like Spooky said, let's let the bum give his prediction.
Before the bum
we'll give him
talks,
his
let me say my piece since it's my show and all. The grade A humans that we've had on this show, and now for this piece of shit to come on my live stream and break my record of having quality grade A human beings. It's got me fired up, but I'll let Scott.
High quality grade A human beings.
Every one of them.
What?
What?
No, I didn't hear you. Say that again.
Every guest that I have had
Everyone.
on WrestleRoni.
I've never been a guest on WrestleRoni. I've always been part of the panel. And here I am today as a part of the panel.
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do, Lou?
I'm going to remember to change my Discord and make sure the right people are in and the wrong people are out. That's cool. You're here.
This place is a madhouse as it is anyway. Who else is going to show up in this zoo?
Coming up, NWO and my damn podcast. Damn, Baxter, you can have your way with
Gentlemen.
I'm just going to sit back and listen.
Let's get back to the subject at hand here. Let's get back to Real Shoot Wrestling's Christmas party. James Simpson, you were in the middle of your prediction.
Frat Daddy, just so we can cut it to get to where we need to go. Frat Daddy.
All righty. Lawrence, Frat Daddy versus Cowpoke Paul. Who do you got and why?
This should be good.
Oh, man, that's tough. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go with Frat Daddy. I really like Cowpoke Paul and what he brings to the table. Like the match between him and with Paulie was so fucking entertaining. It's such a good fucking match. I like Frat Daddy in this one.
New Ken, by the way, was also in New Ken.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a big fan of Frat Daddy. Like, he's just really grown on me. His personality is electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie. But I'm just saying, like, he's really electric. He gets the crowd fired up. He's got a great personality and ring talent. I mean, I think they both match up, blow for blow in ring. But I take Frat Daddy just because, I don't know. I'm just choosing Frat Daddy. I honestly don't have a real reason. I guess if he hits him with the fucking Saito suplex, it could be a wrap. We'll just call it that.
It absolutely could. That Saito is dangerous. Spooky Lou, I'm going to dive in, and then I'm going to throw it your way, if you don't mind.
Oh, easy. I love Cowpoke Paul. Let me say that first and foremost. But Frat Daddy, it's Frat Daddy, of course. Frat Daddy.
Boy, it's almost unanimous, boys, and I think I'm going to have to make it unanimous. I do worry about something. One thing I do worry about.
Okay.
This is a big 7-day period. This is a big 7-day period for the Frat Daddy Tristan Boy.
Yep.
Okay.
Jake Ely last Saturday, who is a rising star, by the way, in his own right.
Yes. Yes. Agreed.
Now he's coming up against another rising star, a man that the crowd loves. Cowpoke, Paul. This is a tough matchup to follow. Tough week for the frat dad.
For sure.
But when you're killing finals week every day of your life, boys, a tough week's nothing for it. I'm going with the frat daddy.
Oh, you heard it here first.
Unanimous. I love it.
See, we can all get along. Isn't that great?
For now.
Yeah.
I would like to remind everyone to keep their decorum.
And let's not get Scott upset. We know what happened in Monongah.
Yeah, oh God.
Yeah, no bat noises, nothing crazy. Yeah. Scott, we apologize, but it was a rough night in the office for you. Whew.
Gentlemen, I think I'm going to have to go with the Christmas Party Rumble.
Oh, shit.
Now, I know this is a Rumble-style match, gentlemen. And it appears to have some of our favorite Real Shoot Wrestling superstars in it.
Okay.
Gentlemen like Paulie Kilpiss, Wrestler of the Year nominee.
Yes.
Asshole of the Year nominee, Gannon Green.
Yep.
Okay.
Former tag team champion, DD Vice.
Why you laughing?
It looks
What's
like
so funny about DD Vice? DD Vice is the shit. You got a problem with DD Vice?
Hey, bro, DD Vice all fucking day.
Vice, no problem with DD Vice.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I don't.
No worries. It was. I was laughing to myself. Don't worry about it. You're cool.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Who the fuck is this?
What the hell's going on now? Oh, they muted. Interesting. Well, you bringing your. I don't know. I ain't even trying to guess.
Hey, don't look at me. I don't know who this guy is.
That's someone like creeping on the come up.
It took me a second. I've been over here calling in a few favors since you want to invade. Maybe I'll bring some of my friends. It's
okay.
You got friends.
Well, it's crazy. We're talking about the Battle Royal. Let me introduce to y'all the man that's going to win the Battle Royal. Gannon Green, no bullshit right now. What's up, my man?
What?
I'm here, and I am with the best, the most non-bullshit podcast, WrestleRoni. How are you guys doing tonight?
Fuck yeah,
fucking
we're doing
great.
a hell of a lot better now.
A hell of a lot better.
I'm a little pissed off. That might put me in a little bit better of a mood. I'm definitely going to say there's no bullshit in the statement you just said. Come tomorrow night, I'm throwing everybody over the top rope, and I'm definitely leaving the winner of that Battle Royal, and that is no bullshit.
I love it.
Fuck yeah.
Man, we're classing the place up now. What you got to say about that, James? Look at this. We got some real guests.
I've liked Gannon Green since day one when he was with Mount Kilpiss.
Oh, kiss
We go
his
way
ass.
back.
Yeah, speaking of Kilpiss, tomorrow I'm probably going to have to slap the taste out of Paulie Kilpiss's mouth. I know he'll be in that Battle Royal.
Ooh,
little brotherly love, little forearms, little smack in the mouth. There won't be no hugging. That ain't no bullshit.
Ooh, doggy. Oh, man, he's going to be throwing folks around. I can't wait.
Dan, while you're in here, if you don't mind, I'd love to ask a question. Throw a question your way while you're in here.
What's up?
So we mentioned the Rumble tomorrow. A lot of big-time superstars here in this Rumble. Brohemoth, Willie Storm, Ricky Dawkins of Brotherly Love, DD Vice and Mount Kilpiss. Is there anybody you're most looking forward to getting your hands on when you're in that Rumble?
Honestly, at this point, I have nothing personal with anybody but Paulie. And, things with Paulie go back and forth, so I might not beat the shit out of him too bad. DD Vice, I always like to slap the taste out of his fucking mouth, especially after the shit he pulls at VCW attacking us on the ramp and him and Saturday Night Special. So, those are the two. Oh, and Brohemoth, I like to smack him in the mouth a few times.
Hey, no bullshit in this podcast.
Since we have a pause here, I've noticed there's no icon, so who knows?
I know the name. I know the name, Spooky Louie, if I may give just the most brilliant introduction.
Have that.
Please.
Oh, boy.
Gentlemen, joining WrestleRoni, it looks like, the former Real Shoot Wrestling Internet Champion, the former Real Shoot Wrestling Tag Team Champion, and one half of the Violent Party. Ladies and gentlemen, Big D, the Dustin Alexander.
My boys, what's going on? I see you're hiding from me. Got to figure out what's up.
What's up?
Hey guys, hold on a second. Y'all smell that?
What?
Y'all smell that?
What?
I smell some bullshit. Dustin Alexander, how are you going to come in cutting all my time and my talking? That's a whole bunch of bullshit.
Well, because you're boring. I was saving this thing.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
I'm scared. Welcome. Glad to
Yeah,
have you.
welcome.
Dustin, while you're in here, I'd love to get your opinion. Who do you think is going to come away out of the Real Shoot Wrestling Christmas Party Rumble as the winner?
All right, run them down for me one more time. I think I have most of them. I just want to make sure I have everyone. I'm assuming Loudmouth is in it.
Yeah.
Gangrene will be.
So we got who we got? We got Brohemoth. We got my boy DD Vice.
Polly Kilpis.
Man, I love Polly.
Outlaw Willie Storm. Aaron West, the former 304 champion, who Spooky Lou and Lawrence just got acquainted with this past Saturday.
Yes. El Thrasher, right?
El Thrasho,
Don't
half
sleep
of
on
brotherly
Thrasher.
love, Ricky Dawkins.
I didn't know.
I believe a new fan, a man that Spooky Lou is a newfound fan of, Jason Hendricks, I believe.
Oh, that's my dude.
That's our dude for real. He's a good dude.
Oh Lord, guys, this thing is stacked.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
You want me to choose one person out of this group?
Mm-hmm.
Only one.
Well, so it's really hard to bet against the size of Brohemoth, but it's also really hard to bet against he's whatever, but Gannon Green has been on kind of a roll lately, so it's hard to bet against that.
No bullshit.
No bullshit. You heard it here.
But you know what? Let's go with the dark horse. Give me brother from Brotherly Love. That's what I got. I think he's gonna surprise someone.
Oh, who
He's
you
gonna
got,
sneak
Ricky
it out.
Cliff?
Yeah, give me Ricky.
Also, gentlemen, it looks like there is a debut in this Rumble. It looks like Yellow Man will be making his debut in the Christmas Party Rumble.
He's super talented too. Actually, I met him a couple of times down south. What's he from? Is it the North Carolina area? I think maybe.
I think so.
He is from the North Carolina area. Primarily wrestles with the AIWF territories down that way.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I met
I know
him
he also
twice
wrestles
down there.
I know we've also seen him here in Southern West Virginia as in PWL. We've seen him at ASW. He is a well-traveled, well-respected individual.
Gannon, who you worrying about in that? I'm sure you're not worrying about anybody, but who you keeping your eye on that you think would be able to throw you out? Who's the biggest threat? How about that?
More than anything, I've got to watch on people teaming up on me. But as we discussed in my earlier podcast, I'm not afraid of fighting three people at one time. It's kind of what I do. So bring it on, boys. I'll be busting everybody in the mouth, ready to throw everybody out at a whim. I mean, Brohemoth. We might make a play, and I might make a friend with somebody to go after him. I could get him out myself. I'm not saying I couldn't get him out myself. That's no bullshit. But just to be safe, I might make a friend or two to get that done there tomorrow night.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, Dustin Alexander, just because you said it, I'm going to personally throw Ricky right out of the ring so your choice doesn't win.
Oh,
no
shit.
bullshit.
Hey, anything is possible. I just think
Ricky
you're going to
killed.
slip up.
Oh, man. And
Well,
a
Lawrence?
special element to this match that I want to point out, that venue, there's really only two sides that someone can safely be eliminated. Now, you might be able to throw somebody up against the wall and they can slide down the crack. Maybe Cliff Klepto could do that.
I was gonna say, Spooky Lou. You bring it up. There's only about two sides of the ring you can get eliminated in. There's also two more sides that you can now inflict additional punishment in.
Hey, now.
And I think that can play a major factor, especially in a match like this.
Oh my, that's true. Gannon, you gonna throw somebody up against the wall, man?
I mean, now that you're bringing it up, I might do more than throw them. There's going to be some slinging, some slamming, maybe a few of my things where I just ragdoll people into the wall. You're going to see some shit tomorrow night, boys.
Oh, God. I would rather you throw them into the wall than on me at ringside. I've got a 50-50 chance of dying. So, yeah, throw them into the wall. Better them than me. I've got a family. Sorry. I love and respect everybody, but I'm trying to come home to the kids.
There you go.
Spooky Lou ain't jumping for nobody, and that's no bullshit.
Hey, Scott, can I pop in here and say something real quick?
Absolutely. I was actually getting ready to throw it your way to see who you were picking for this Christmas Party Rumble and why.
Okay, I'm going to get to that in a second, but first I just wanted to point out what a fine collection of just good human beings we have in there, and then there's James Simpson.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point out that I will do my best and keep decorum as you're trying to keep the peace between all of us, but I would take James Simpson more seriously if his icon was that of a jackass and not a zebra. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. Good point.
Not mad at it.
Who am I picking?
Oh, this should be good. Come on now.
I'm going to pick who I think just has the biggest fucking heart, and who I don't know, man. I just gravitate towards this motherfucker ever since I've watched him wrestle, and I think anyone is capable of winning the match. But I'm going to go with the hug dealer himself, Paulie Kilpis.
Oh no.
Wrestler of the Year nominee.
I know that's going to be pissing Mr. No Bullshit Gannon Green off, man. Nothing but love and respect, brother, but that's who I'm picking.
All right.
Real quick up in here.
To be honest, I'm not mad that you picked Paulie. I mean, there's a reason I picked him as my tag partner. He's a good dude, and he can take an ass beating and not die. So, it gives him a chance to win a Rumble.
James Simpson, this Christmas Party Rumble. Who do you have and why?
God. Doesn't really matter. I mean, you're going to pick on me for whoever I pick anyway, so it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to say this. Gannon Green, I think you're going to win this match.
Aww.
You have what it takes.
I appreciate that, James. No bullshit. We might not be the most liked guys in the world right now, but at least we know what's bullshit and what's not, right?
Exactly.
I mean, gentlemen, this is a two-time tag team champion in the chat with us here.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of which, good point, Scott. While we're blessed with the presence of also Dustin Alexander, I'd like to hear his thoughts going up against the main event tomorrow. How do you feel about this match, man? This is a big-time one.
It's huge. And so I've been reading all the shit that's posted online about this match. This will be a great match. This is going to be awesome to see what the main event can do. Let me just clear something up real quick. This has nothing to do with what the main event can do. This is just going to be a giant opportunity that we're going to smash out of the park. And the conversation of what the main event can do is going to be over. It's going to be, how long is it going to be until the Violent Party are tag team champions?
Hell yeah. I love it.
Wow.
That
is an absolute statement, gentlemen, and you heard it here first. Dustin Alexander will showcase the Violent Party come tomorrow.
I love it.
Mm.
Gannon, who you got in that match? Violent Party or the main event, TME?
Honestly, it doesn't matter. And once again, I'm just going to go back to Dustin Alexander stealing my fucking thunder. I wanted that match for Mount Kilpiss. We wanted the main event. I said it several times. I made it pretty well known that was our match that we wanted, and we never fucking got it. The fact that they get it is the biggest bunch of bullshit I've ever heard in my fucking life. I'm being serious.
I can tell.
So, with that being said, I hope that TME smashes the absolute dog shit out of the Violence Party tomorrow, just, to establish dominance. So maybe down the road that match could happen and it means something.
You're here.
Mm.
You and Paulie don't even like each other. You're going to tag now?
Hey, we've discussed it here before. To get paid, I'll do what I have to do. To get good matches, I'll do what I have to do. But, not anytime soon. Me and Paulie are out for the time being. Plan on punching him in the fucking mouth tomorrow.
Well, gentlemen, I'd like to interject myself in here if I can.
Please do.
Please do. I'm scared.
I'm super scared.
First off, I'd like to say I got skipped in the Christmas Party Rumble. I'm going to go ahead and pick that one, and then I'm going to come back to our tag match.
My apologies, sir.
That's all right. Mr. Gannon Green.
Yes.
I believe you will be victorious in this Christmas Party Rumble. And I'm going to give you a little bit why. Gannon, you got screwed out of your internet title match.
No doubt, no doubt.
You didn't get that opportunity. You did not get it. And I think you're going to take this opportunity to not only get back in the running for that, but just to take out that frustration on everybody in that ring.
Damn, Scott Baxter, you always bring up good points.
I'm feeding you, Gannon. I'm feeding you. Don't let me down here. Whew.
Believe me, I'm going to do absolutely whatever the hell it takes to win tomorrow. Come hell or high water, I'm throwing everybody out of that ring. And if by chance I do get thrown out of the ring, it's going to be by someone with the grace of God, because that's the only way that's happening tomorrow night. That's no bullshit.
And Scott brings up an excellent point. I just wanted to point out to you, Gannon, that I was thoroughly upset at what transpired. I wanted you to face Remy, and like I stated before, love Remy. He's a great champion. All good things come to an end, brother, and I had you as my pick for winning that belt. So I hope that day comes again and you have the opportunity, because I do believe that you'll win that belt.
Thank you. I appreciate it. No bullshit.
And that's no bullshit.
If I can come back to the tag match, the same reasons I just picked Gannon, the exact same reasons I'm going with the Violent Party here. Dustin,
yes, sir.
I've been in talks with your mechanic. He has said that foul play could be involved with what has gone down with your automobile leading up to Krampus Mania. New tag champions crowned, and it very much could have been the Violent Party.
I'll figure.
Man, I gotta beat this time. I rented a car, so you can't mess with a car that I don't have. So good luck, clowns. I mean, we all know what happened. It's not a big surprise.
You missed the booking, Bubby.
Yeah, we speculated, but I'm glad that Scott Baxter has brought this breaking news to our attention. Thank you, Scott.
Absolutely. It's what I get paid to do, gentlemen.
Wait, you get paid?
And now?
Go ahead.
It was on the contract I was supposed to. Regardless, gentlemen.
What the fuck? I might.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Oh, Doug,
I haven't checked
off there, buddy.
my mail yet.
Spooky's like, paid? Contract? What are these things you speak of?
Gentlemen, when you're bringing the breaking news like this, you got to at least expect a little compensation.
Fair enough.
I feel it. Hey, I'm paying dues, baby.
This is a major match. And I think it's not just major for the Violent Party. Everybody talks about the Violent Party going up against the main event because the main event has been that tag team for a long time. If I can quote Vance Desmond's promo on his return to Real Shoot Wrestling, he is still that MFer.
Oh, yeah.
And as I gave Dustin the outstanding introduction, a former tag team champion here in Real Shoot Wrestling in his own right. He is a former Real Shoot Wrestling internet champion in his own right. Dustin, you've had an amazing career everywhere you've gone. And the two of you having the chemistry of being the father-son tag team, I just don't see what beats it. Despite the fact that the main event aren't just great wrestlers, they're over-the-top athletes. They could succeed in any sport they chose to step in. They chose the squared circle. And Dustin, I'll be rooting for you, buddy.
Brother, and they're bigger than Red. They absolutely are. Oh, by the way, question. Have you guys seen any of Vance Desmond's posts this week?
I
I have not.
About Jamie Noble.
Did you? Did you catch his all the podcasts he did this week?
No, I wish I would have known.
So, you want to know why you didn't catch it?
Yes.
Okay.
Vance Desmond's been absolutely silent all week, and that is the scariest thing for anyone involved.
Oh,
He is
sure.
so unbelievably dialed in right now.
Okay.
You're not going to get run of the mill normal Vance Desmond. You guys are getting a different monster come tomorrow.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, I've seen what the man can do. I've watched him for years, and I saw him do some wild shit. And y'all's gonna have to do some wild shit up against TME. What a match.
Don't let me downplay how talented TME is. Don't let it come off as I don't appreciate them or know what we're walking into, because I absolutely do. It's going to be a fight till someone has nothing left. You're going to have to kill me to pin me in this thing.
If you're in the area, you better come on out for this bad boy. This is a once in a lifetime. Oh my God!
My goodness.
What the fuck?
You talk about
Holy
being
Miss
crazy.
Moly. Looks like I caught me a pack of live ones.
Billy Knox.
No. Billy Knox. What's up, brother?
Welcome.
How we doing this evening, gentlemen?
Gentlemen, too formal of an introduction.
Have
The
at it.
former Real Shoot Wrestling Tag Team Champion, Fate's Messenger, Billy Knox. And Billy, it's fun you join at this particular time because it's that former tag team champion line that I think strikes a nerve with everybody, minus one person in this chat, and that's referee James Simpson.
Brother Phineas, speak of the devil himself. Speak of the devil himself. I was just talking about you. Looking around for you. Thank you so much for the beautiful introduction. James Simpson, eat a bag of dicks, brother.
Here.
Release them.
It's a small world.
Speak up, Bobby.
So present them.
Whole different problem, I guess.
We're all scared and just listening.
Good, be scared.
Uh,
I live on
Okay,
fear.
yeah. We'll go with that.
Billy, as I am the professional in this here, I would like to ask, and I'd like to get your opinion of what transpired at Krampus Mania 2.
Yeah, what happened at the Quorum, by the way?
What happened at Krampus Mania was a goddamn debacle. What happened was I was out there having a nice fight with brotherly love. A couple of guys that have honor and have some self-respect. And in the
they
middle
won
of all
their
that,
fall fair and square.
what'd you say?
They won their fall fair and square.
Oh, I'm sure it was fair and square. Everyone's seen what you did, you fool. You can say it on the little
I did not
spider.
interfere. No one
Listen here.
interfered in that match.
I'm speaking.
No one interfered in that match.
For a
That's
former referee,
fine. I can put my hands on you too, you big, tall, goofy bastard. I will beat the dog shit out of you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
there ain't no
I'm
referee
tired of looking at your face.
no more.
I'm tired of hearing your voice, James Simpson. You're the reason that I lost my pieces of gold.
I did not do any such thing, sir.
I'm tired. I've got a headache. You're giving me more of a headache. You are a headache. You lesser bald ape.
I really hate to take the fucker's side. I really fucking do. Brother Duzan hits a table. Brother Duzan gets the finisher, and of course you were out of the ring at that point. And 1, 2, 3.
Because some son of a bitch kicked me in the back.
Who did?
I continue to try to get control of that situation, sir.
The unappreciated came out and showed their god-awful ugly faces. I turn around to see what's going on. Ricky kicks me in the goddamn back knocks me into a crowd of innocent
And he
people.
was a participant in the match. And there was no outside interference, sir. You act like I should have seen the second coming of Bobby Heenan.
Excuse me, wait, what?
You make about as much sense as a toddler with a goddamn mouthful of peanut butter.
Mm.
Woo.
Hey, we're lucky enough to be joined by Billy Knox. Let's make the best of this situation. You have a
Is that
huge-
better? I was having internet issues.
This motherfucker. Billy.
What?
No, I was just making sure that you guys can hear me now because I was having internet issues. I do apologize.
Unfortunately, we can still
I'm
hear you.
Of course.
Forum, unlike Mr. Knox.
Billy, you got a huge match coming up. A chance for revenge. You and Brother Duzan against Zeke Mercer and Trevor Gage. Well, how are you feeling?
Revenge will be had because this time it's not about win. It's not about lose. I don't care about winning this one. I just want to hurt someone. I want to dig my fingers into their eyeballs. They're not going to be the same men when I come out. They ain't going to be the same. Disfigured, maimed, bodily harm. Because guess what? I tell you, the games have been over. The games are now officially over. Ring the fucking bell because guess what? I may snatch one of your souls tomorrow evening.
Oh. Okay. I appreciate you joining us, Mr. Knox.
No, you don't.
What'd I do?
I'm tired of the word appreciated. Shut the hell up.
Oh, wordplay. Okay.
Okay.
And Billy, the last time we did see you in New Ken, you ended up winning. Walking out with the tag team titles after not interference. I apologize for the incorrect word. But walking out with the tag titles after getting disqualified for using a foreign object to intentionally get
the referee
disqualified in front of the referee. Could we see something similar potentially against the Unappreciated tomorrow?
Possibly. It just depends on how I wake up tomorrow. If I usually wake up and choose violence, so that's probably how the dice are gonna fucking fall, brother.
Well, Billy, I just one more question. Have the ancestors, have the spirits, have the other realms given you any sort of advice leading up into this match?
Well, I spoke at the Great Temple this morning, actually, yesterday morning and this morning, and they've given me no clues as of yet. Like I said, fate is not written. It comes to pass as we roll along.
I dig it.
Believe the eternal now.
We have some esteemed guests. We have Gannon Green. We have Dustin Alexander. Do you guys have any questions for the great Billy Knox while he's here?
I guess it's not a question for Billy, but just a statement in general. 4 months ago, I told everyone what kind of person Zeke Mercer was, and everyone wanted to damn me for it. When do I get my flowers? When do I get my flowers?
Damn.
Sour grapes. Oh, the buddy. Is he sad?
James, you don't have a restaurant to hide behind. I'll smack the fuck out of you. I'll hit you
what.
so hard you'll start growing hair again.
I hope you try.
Let me see what I can do here.
What are you going to do?
I want to chime in for a minute. I want to say something.
Show, Lou. What are you going to do? You're losing control of the show. There's been no
Gannon Green would like to speak, ladies and gentlemen. Let's let Gannon Green have the floor.
I just want to say, Billy, do me a fucking favor tomorrow night. Beat the dog shit out of Zeke so I can get a hold of him here soon enough and take that title, that world title away from him, because that's what I want to do. So if you want to do me a favor tomorrow night, beat the shit out of him a little extra for me. I'd appreciate it.
I got you, James. I got you. Peace, bitch.
I won't be doing anything.
What
you got?
Wait. All right.
Who just left? Who was the pussy that left?
No, I can't.
That was James. Looks like referee James Simpson has been removed, gentlemen.
Bye, bitch.
Yeah.
Bye, bitch.
Dad.
Bye, you traitorous fuck.
Dad. Sarah comes out to ride a hoverboard.
Billy, Gannon had a special request. If you could rough up, maybe beat up Zeke Mercer, soften him up a little extra. Billy, what do you say to that?
I told his ass. I said, listen, I won't be doing any of your light work. You surfer boy looking motherfucker. Go get a haircut. I won't be doing any of your work from now on. I'm not forever.
Oh.
Well, whatever. Yeah, you can just join the bullshit club too. See, y'all smell that? Y'all smell that? I thought it stunk in here. It's Billy's bullshit.
Oh,
you know
no.
what? I wish you were in that room tomorrow so I could smack you in the fucking mouth.
You're not going to do anything. You won't do nothing because I'm not scared of you either or your little fat friend.
Who's his fat
I don't have any fucking friends, dude. It's just me.
Uh-huh.
I don't need a group to fucking feel secure. I can do every fucking thing myself.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure we'll see each other again down the road, Gannon Green. I'm not going to sit here and shake dicks with you because I already know mine's bigger.
Shit, I ain't getting in a dick shaking contest. I'm getting in an ass kicking contest, and I'll kick your ass 7 days of the week.
Well, shit.
Oh, you better eat your fucking Wheaties, Gannon, because I play for fucking keeps. You want to dance the dance macabre with me? That's fine, brother. That's fine. Put your fucking dancing shoes on.
See, more bullshit. I'm not coming to dance. I'm coming to fucking fight. I'm coming to wrestle. I don't play the mind games. I just tell it how it is, and that's no bullshit.
I'll just sit back and let these two go all night. I love it.
I'm not going to listen to the howler monkey hoop and hop. And we all know the smallest monkey with the smallest testicles has the biggest fucking scream. So keep on, Gannon Green. Keep on.
Speaking of which, Dustin Alexander, do you have anything you'd like to add to this?
So, the wrong people are rattling the wrong cages.
Oh.
A bunch of different stuff is going to happen the next couple months.
It's going to be
I mean, that's the only level of advice I can give. You guys are rattling the wrong cages and upsetting the wrong people way too much. So whatever happens over the next 6 months is of the responsible party's doing. So congratulations.
Oh. What?
Sure.
I've stood beside Billy in tag matches, not even across from him, and you can feel the danger just being that close. So, I mean, if you guys want to play dumb games, enjoy the prizes you win.
See, I told you I loved you before. I told you that. And I still love you. But if you get in my way, you'll be on the end of the raft, brother.
If we got to dance, we got to dance.
So be it. So be it, sir.
I thought we was looking ahead to tomorrow. Shit, we're looking at 2023, man. Shit is.
You don't. That's because you're not here in the now.
Why are you coming at me?
Because I see you fence ride just like Lawrence does. I see you.
Fence riding.
I see every single bit of it.
You got me. You got me. You got me dead to rights. I am Fence Rider Supreme.
I don't know about Fence Rider Supreme, but damn, like I cheer for you all the time, Billy.
Like I said, you cheer for me, you cheer for Brotherly Love, you cheer for Saturday Night Special. You are an unloyal bastard.
Real like that? I bought a shirt. I cheer for you. I cheer for just good matches, man. It ain't always about like who's gonna win to me. It's just like put on a good show, man. Entertain the fans. I mean, can we at least just take a moment and take a breath and just all fucking agree that somebody needs to beat Zeke Mercer's ass? Can we all agree on that?
Yes.
You are a lukewarm believer. You say, I believe in Billy Knox, but it's lukewarm. You are a fair weather fan. You are lukewarm. And I rebuke the lukewarm and vomit it forth from my mouth, Lawrence.
Damn. I'm just a camera guy and a podcast guy.
So, so that Zeke Mercer question, yeah, right? We all agree?
Zeke Mercer.
Fuck Zeke Mercer.
Back to it.
Yeah, fuck
Gentlemen,
Zeke Mercer. That's no bullshit.
I guess let's get predictions while we're on the match subject. Billy, your prediction for you and Brother Duzan versus Zeke Mercer and Trevor Gage.
My prediction is 100% violence coming from me and my brother. Whether or not fate falls in our hands or their hands, it doesn't matter. At this point, it's about physical redemption. I have to put my hands on these two, and they must feel the pain.
Yo, I got you 110% in this match. I want you to fuck them up. I don't care, fence rider, whatever. Fuck them up. Don't do it for me. You're going to do it for yourself, obviously. My question is, though, what's the relationship like with you and Brother Duzan after Mononga?
I was curious about that as well. Good point.
Brother Duzan barely talk to me anymore. Won't look me in my eyes. I feel like I failed him.
Okay. Damn. Somber as hell. Somber as hell.
Well, Fence Riding Lawrence is going to be cheering you guys on to victory, too, even if you don't consider me a fan.
Well, I appreciate you, Lawrence. Like I said, I love you. It's whether or not you love me or not, because I proved my love to you. What have you done to prove your love to me? Nothing. I've died for you 1,000 years ago, and I'd do it again.
Yeah, you're going to have to step it up, Lawrence.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to step up my game and get off the fence.
You're going to have to step it up.
Probably be on the fence anyways.
I accept that. I accept offerings of flesh, marijuana, psilocybe cubensis.
Okay. As do I. I'm just looking. What an esteemed panel, man. Freaking Billy Knox, Gannon Green, Dustin Alexander, the great Scott Baxter, and Lawrence.
Goodbye.
And we got rated James Simpson.
And then there was James Simpson.
Whoa.
Who'd we lose?
I don't know. Oh,
like we lost Billy Knox, gentlemen.
Billy just jumped out.
He's a piece.
He was tired of us fence riding, I guess.
He was tired of our shit.
Yes, sir. Well, Dustin.
Sir.
Billy Knox and Brother Duzan versus Zeke Mercer, Trevor Gage. Who do you got and why?
It's not the answer that you guys want, but you're not getting a finish tomorrow.
Oof.
Oh. Do tell.
I would not disagree with that, Dustin. Very good point.
I'll say if we'll say Brother Duzan starts the match, I say you'll have a little bit of wrestling, but as soon as Mr. Knox get involved in this whole deal, it's going to deteriorate out of quickness.
I see.
You can hear the man's voice.
We've seen Billy Knox maintain his violence to an order. It's almost method to his madness. We've seen in the tag match Fairmont State versus Saturday Night Special. Can get violent, can let all that rage out, but can still keep a little bit of method to his madness.
Well, Scott, as our wonderful inside track guy, that I'm sure gets paid very well to provide us these scoops. I have a question for you. I'm really curious about, and it kind of just goes back to what Billy had stated about how he and Brother Duzan don't talk. And I wanted to ask Billy that, but I'm a fence rider apparently, and he wanted to leave. But I'm curious what you think, because he really just kind of played that question off a little bit, didn't he? Like, I feel like what kind of conversation do you believe actually happened between Duzan and the Fates messenger Billy Knox? Because keep in mind, as Spooky Lou had pointed out in a previous podcast, what kind of relationship do they have, and can they coexist now and work together as a team when he suffered the 3 count?
Well, Lawrence, it's an outstanding question, and I would challenge any reporter in any industry to try to get a hold of those two gentlemen that we just spoke about, Brother Duzan and Billy Knox. I dare you to get to the Knox compound.
No.
Murder headquarters, as it basically is, and try to get an interview with either of those two gentlemen. It is a sight I'm not brave enough to witness. Now, that being said, I have to go with what is in front of me. Billy Knox himself just said, Brother Duzan doesn't want to look me in the eye. He's not on speaking terms with me. And it seemed to be a subject that upset him so much. Lawrence, he did quickly exit from this chat almost, I mean, without any sort of a, heads up, no goodbye. I can't tell you exactly what the situation is between them, but I can tell you it's upsetting Duzan. And as I can see from what happened here tonight, it's upsetting Billy Knox.
Hey, and you know what? We have a great person in here right now to ask this sort of question. Gannon Green, how does it make one feel when they take the pinfall and you haven't lost? Or vice versa. You've been in that spot with Mount Kilpis. Go into that a little bit for me, if you would.
What a great question.
Oh, man. It's literally one of the most frustrating things. It's one of the reasons that, me and Paulie don't click anymore is we've lost too many matches. And once you get to that point, it doesn't matter who's taking a loss at that point. You're pointing fingers. Somebody didn't do something. Hey, you didn't have my back, or hey, you didn't have my back. I was getting pinned. You didn't help me. So sometimes it's superior team. Sometimes it's just connection between two teammates breaking down, and that's really what happened with me and Paulie and Mount Kilpis. I don't think that's what's happening with the murder, though. I don't know. Billy likes to play head games, and I really think that's what he's doing right now. I think he's making everybody think that maybe they're not as cohesive a unit as they are, and they're going to show up and show out tomorrow night. We had words, but he's worried about dicks and dancing. I'm worried about wrestling, so.
Okay, that's... I love it.
He brings up a great point, gentlemen. Mount Kilpis had a run at the beginning part of this year. One of the reasons they've been nominated for Tag Team of the Year here in Real Shoot Wrestling, but once they lost those titles to Death and Destruction, they went on a streak, and it put a crack into that foundation of that tag team that couldn't be repaired, and it fell apart.
Straight shit.
The whole fucking mountain fell. It just went to shits, man. You guys have seen me, probably know me enough. I'm going to do what it takes to fucking win. Paulie just doesn't have that. He wants to go out and hug and play with possums and shit around. And at the end of the day, I just can't be doing that shit anymore. I'm sick of the bullshit. I just got to go out and fucking wrestle. That's what it is. That's what I do.
If I may throw this off of you, because I believe it is a similar comparison to you and the murder with Mount Kilpis. Paulie, I would say between the two of you, more the risk taker out of the two of you. He is more of the high risk offense kind of a wrestler. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. I take calculated risks. Paulie takes careless risks.
And now, the reason I mentioned that, gentleman, Brother Duzan, absolutely one of the two of the more high-risk wrestlers, I would argue, in all of Real Shoot Wrestling, but specifically with that murder. Now, Gannon, the reason I bring this up, it was a lot of risks by Paulie not paying off that led to that losing streak. Do you think that the risks by Brother Duzan is what's causing potentially those cracks in the murder now?
I gotta say I don't. I think that's what Brother Duzan does. And, 80-90% of the time it pays off. But shit, when he gets caught, he gets fucked up. And that's the problem. But I think Brother Duzan has a way higher success rate than Paulie Kilpis at taking big risks. That's just my opinion. Actually, I think that's fucking math. I don't even think that's my opinion. That's fucking math.
I can't disagree there. Gentlemen, we've got to move on here. We've only made it through half the card. And due to outstanding interruptions. So did everybody get their pick in for what was Knox and Duzan for Zeke and Trevor?
I didn't. I was one of them.
Actually.
Yeah, we just been talking bullshit. And honestly, I'm going to hold the podcast up just a little bit longer because I want to point something out, gentlemen, that I think is a very important thing to mention about these upcoming matches.
What's that?
In particular, when it comes to brother, to the murder. Spooky and I have discussed this on previous podcasts, and let's just be real here. Billy bounced out because I think that he's concerned. And here's why. Because when they faced Brotherly Love in New Ken, even with Brother Phineas as the previous tag partner for Murder before they did the, whatever you call it, with the triple where you can have another, wrestler come in. There you go, the Freebird rule. Thank you. Gentlemen, keep in mind, even Spooky and I discussed this before, we felt like even at that time, the Murder was nervous that they weren't going to beat Brotherly Love. Now look what happens. We go back, we go to the Mononga show, and what happens again? Brotherly Love once again beats the Murder. I think Billy's pretty damn nervous. If I'm being completely honest, I think Billy's kind of nervous that this thing is falling apart right before his eyes.
Billy's
it's just my opinion.
He's not used to it. He's been on a hell of a streak. He's got all the momentum in the world, and it just went.
Yeah, just like crashed like a fucking plane, just like a fucking dart into the ground. I think that's something very important to look forward to see just how well they're able to coexist together as a tag team moving forward. I think that hurt him a lot more than he's letting on, and much like our wonderful esteemed reporter had stated as well, Scott Baxter. Yeah, I mean, who knows, right? You never know what Billy's thinking, but I'm telling you, there's cracks in the armor of the Murder.
Yep. I'll tell you what.
Quick, let me throw this in there.
Yeah.
Have you all ever thought to think that Duzan isn't talking to Billy? Because so when you win a title yourself and you lose it, you put the work in to get it, and unfortunately you came up short.
Mm-hmm.
Brother Duzan didn't win that title. So he feels fully responsible that he had nothing to do with winning that title, and he's the reason that Billy lost it. That's the reason why he can't look Billy in the face.
And everything to do with losing it. Yeah, that's a good point. Man, excellent point, Dustin.
Outstanding detail mentioned by Dustin Alexander. Thank you so much for that insight.
Let's do our picks. Let's start with Dustin, over to Rich, over to Gannon, down to Scott, then to me. Dustin Alexander, who you got?
It's no contest. It's going to get thrown out. Billy's not going to be emotionally in control. And, I mean, so I guess technically you give it to the unappreciated. Because Billy's going to get himself disqualified.
Damn. Lawrence, who you got?
Guys, I'm not going to disagree with Dustin. I think that's an incredible insight that he has on the match. I agree wholeheartedly. There will be no winner because it will be a disqualification by the Murder.
Okay. Gannon Green, what are you thinking about this one, man?
No bullshit. I think the exact opposite is going to happen. I think Billy's going to come in with a level head. I really think he's going to meditate throughout the day and realize he really wants those titles back, and he's really going to go for it. He's going to stay within the boundaries. But I think the unappreciated is just going to get dirty as fuck, and I think that they're going to pull another one out. And then I think that the New Kensington Police Department is going to have to come detain Billy, because that's the only way you're going to stop him at that point. He's totally going to lose shit tomorrow night. That's what I think is going to happen.
Everybody's saying he's going to lose his shit. Scott Baxter, what do you think?
Oh, gentlemen, this is an interesting match because we all bring up a lot of points here. What I think may be the detail here, we don't know what numbers may be ringside for the unappreciated, but we know what numbers are going to be in ringside for the Murder because they're in the ring.
Yeah.
So I think there's going to be a slight advantage, a looking over your shoulder kind of a vibe. Where could Logan Harris come from? Where could Bake come from? And I think it's just the distraction. Gentlemen, just call it as it is. It's the exact distraction that cost the Murder the tag team titles to begin with.
Yep.
Murder had, and this is a factor we had mentioned going into the preview show, historically had the numbers advantage no matter what match they were going into. That match, the numbers advantage was nullified
Mm-hmm.
And we saw what happened. For that reason alone, I think I have to give the unappreciated their due. It seems to be something going on with the murder right now.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
And when you talk about Logan, I just want to let you know I'm pretty sure his Aunt Kay Fabe will be in attendance. So, Logan Taylor. I'm not sure, he's not on the card, but
I did call him the wrong name. I mistake that. I did call him the wrong name. It is Logan Taylor, completely different person I named him as.
It's all good. But his Aunt Kay will be there. It's all good. And I have to agree, as much as it pains me and as much as I will hide from the murder after saying this, and as much as I despise the unappreciated, right now they are undeniable. They are on a roll. I'm sure they have 52 plans in place for New Kensington. They're smart. They're paying folks. So I can't bet against them right now. I just can't. They're dirty fucks. I can't stand them. Zeke can go straight to hell. But
and a little bit of a detail, gentlemen. A little bit of a detail. The unappreciated manager Bake, New Kensington. This is almost his hometown for him.
And that's great and all. But maybe you haven't got the scoop. I'm not going to give no scoops. I'm just going to say I wouldn't worry about Bake too much in New Ken. And maybe something will come out on social media tomorrow about that. But I don't see, I don't know. Unappreciated may not have the numbers tomorrow. I don't know. But it is his stomping ground. So to your point, maybe he's got some friends in low places around the area.
He is
absolutely.
So, just one little advantage of being a part of the office. Might have a scoop that Scott Baxter may not have, but I'm keeping quiet for now. It's a very chaotic time in the RSW office. I promise you that. Between James Simpson, his bullshit, Zeke Mercer and his bullshit, the unappreciated, no bullshit gaining green, just minding his own business. We still talk about him constantly. You should hear how Tim talks about him. It's crazy.
Well, gentlemen, if we could move on, then we've made our picks. If we can move on
guys,
this way.
I'm going to check out for the night. I got kids and babies and all that other bullshit to take care of. So
thank you for
it's about bedtime over here.
Thanks so much.
Gannon, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure having you on the show, and I can truly say that is absolutely no BS. Thank you so much.
No bullshit. It's always a good time with you guys. Hey, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be kicking some ass.
I'll see you there. Give them hell, brother.
No bullshit. Love the Roni. Night, guys.
We love you,
man.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Well,
gentlemen, this could be a great matchup. This could be a match of the night contender here. MV Young versus Jeremy Covert.
Oh, yeah.
Pookie Lou, who do you got and why?
Dude, okay. Jeremy Covert has been impressing the hell out of me with these videos he's putting out on social media. As a matter of fact, whenever we go off the air, he did a little pre-show about the new Ken show. I'm going to wrap up the show with that once we wrap up with this. Dude is entertaining as hell. At the same time, I've been an MV fan as long as I can remember. MV is killing it. We're right there in his home base. Jeremy Covert gave me a hell of an interview. I love the dude now. I couldn't be more impressed with the guy. He's killed it everywhere he's been. It's hard to decide just for the fact alone that we are in MV Young's house. And he did take an L last time we was in his house. He's got to get redemption this time. I gotta go with MV Young.
Hello, are you an MV Young fanboy? That's what it sounds like over here.
Oh yeah, big time.
Okay.
Yep. No offense.
I don't hate it. I was just adding 2 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
And according to Billy Knox, a fence rider.
Yeah. Fair enough.
That's right. That's right. Spooky, me too, buddy. We'll be riding that fucking fence together, bro.
Well, what about you, Dustin? Who you got?
Give me the young kid.
Okay.
And
Okay.
MVP, he's been dominant in that area for so long, and I think I think Jeremy has something to him. I think he's gonna catch MV slipping. I mean, don't get it wrong. I think MV's he's gonna run this match, but I think he's gonna be too confident. He's at his home base. You know, Jeremy's much younger than he is, so I think MV's gonna get caught slipping.
Damn.
Oh, wow. Very interesting. Dustin Alexander, ladies and gentlemen, calling Jeremy Cobert for the Action Andretti upset, if we will.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely, yes. Perfect.
Damn.
Hey, Dynamite proved anything can happen when Chris Jericho is beat by a rookie on night one. And no disrespect to Action Andretti, he's fucking awesome. I watched him long before AEW. But yeah, anything can happen on any given night.
Absolutely. Lawrence, MV Young, Jeremy Cobert. Tell me, who do you got and why do you got him?
I will tell you that I'm going to go with the young stud, Jeremy Cobert. And I have a couple reasons for it because I don't know enough about MV Young. I get the home field advantage, and I can kind of side with Spooky that if he took an L before and it's his home, that he's going to bounce back. But I also had a chance to pop in. That was a podcast that I was able to pop in with Spook, and I just love me some Jeremy Cobert, man. Like the guy's story and shit, aside from his talent in the ring, just the story he had. We talked about some shit that really resonated with me that I could confer that shit that happened in my life, that happened in his life, and how he fucking came out the other side a better person and shit. So just because I just really like the guy, man, like I'm going to pick Jeremy. I'm going to take the young guy.
Because he likes him.
Because I like him. He's a good dude.
Well, who you got, Scott?
It's a great matchup, first off. I think it's, like I said, it could be one of the match of the night contenders. I know, Lawrence, you said you don't know much about MV Young. I highly advise looking up some matches if you can after this. Outstanding talent. One of the, and Spooky Lou, correct me if I'm wrong on this, he is a hard-hitting talent.
Oh, yeah. Do your homework, Lawrence.
I'm sorry, no disrespect to the guy. I got Fight TV now. I got my sub, so I'll find his matches.
Okay. Damn
If you can find anything from Enjoy Wrestling, you'll find some outstanding matches there. The gentleman can wrestle his absolute keister off. He is phenomenal. When it comes to Jeremy Cobert, up and coming, outstanding talent as it is, charismatic, has all the tools to become a great player in professional wrestling. But for right now, I got to give the veteran's edge to MV Young.
Okay. So we're split.
And for that reason, the veteran's edge, MV Young gets the win.
MV. Told you. Hell yeah.
All right.
Makes sense to me. And that will be a match of the night contender. All of them are, really. You have bizarre matches, you have hard-hitting matches, you have technical matches, you have tag team. Oh, man, you got grudge matches. What a fucking card. A weird one I want to discuss. Honey Badger teaming with Christian Noir, which they've had a blood feud forever.
Yes, what is this, Bizarro Land?
Yeah. Weird. Just weird. And
well, guys, they're putting the blood feud to the side, and they're going to wrestle the Jeff Paul World Order, Jeff Paul and Nurse Micah.
How weird. It's strange all around. Jeff Paul World Order and Christian Noir tagging with Honey Badger. It's a fucking weird one. Let's start with Dustin, our esteemed guest. Just before even predictions, what do you make of this situation?
This is, like I said, this is absolute bizarro land. If this is what we're doing, then I guess next week on Raw, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar are going to win the tag titles. It really makes sense. But so if we break this down, Christian Noir has done some stuff in Pennsylvania. He has a nice name in Pennsylvania. And Badger's just as successful in Pennsylvania. So I give the home turf to them, but it's a hard sell for me to go against the Jeff Paul World Order. Why I don't really get down with them and their message. They're a unit. They're fighting for something, and they're not afraid to break some rules.
Yeah.
So for me, it's the Jeff Paul World Order. I feel like they're going to do more and be more on the same page than two people that have never liked each other to begin with.
Okay.
Well, and you bring that a great point up. Can Honey Badger and Christian Noir put aside that feud, that hatred, and all that animosity and work as a cohesive unit versus a tag team that's going to be working on the same page?
I mean, what happens the first time Noir or Badger slips up and puts the other one in a tight spot?
They're both psychopaths. They're both crazy, just maniacs. They could just fight out the door and get counted out. It's not a big venue. Just fight through the crowd, go out the door, fight in the street, go to jail.
Yep. Again, my money's on the Jeff Paul World Order because they're going to be together. They're a unit.
Yep.
I mean, you don't go against something established like that.
That makes perfect sense. What kind of scoops you got on this, Scott? What kind of insight? Give me all you got, man.
Well, gentlemen, on the insight on this, we just saw an outstanding match from Jeff Paul what was it, 5 days ago now?
Yeah.
Versus Paulie Kilpis. Lawrence, I believe you were a big fan of that match.
I was, but not the outcome, I have to say, Scott Baxter, because Spooky Lou and I both agreed that Jeff Paul got the win by cheating.
Kicked him in the nuts and pulled the tights.
Yep. And pulled the tights for the win.
Well, gentlemen, I told you he is a cunning wrestler. He is ever the opportunist. And now he's got an opportunity in front of him. Nurse Micah, one of the female of the year candidates, by his side, on the same page and fighting for the same cause against, as we mentioned, two people that are going to team up who have just been fighting each other nonstop, it seems like, for I can't remember how long. It's going to be one of the most unpredictable matches probably of the year in Real Shoot Wrestling.
For sure.
It's
for sure. That's it. It's
for
like
me.
I say, just on paper, it's crazy. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lawrence.
For me, I gotta go and agree with Mr. Alexander. Jeff Paul, Nurse Micah, the Jeff Paul World Order are going to unite, and I think they're going to catch some sort of a miscommunication, and I think they're going to take advantage of that.
Yep. It's hard to deny. That. Rich, what are you thinking, man?
Yeah, I'm going to just echo those same sentiments, man. I think the point is well met that, like, if they've been, and I will say I have a little bit of tape on both of them as singles competitors, Christian Noir as well as Honey Badger, and I just don't see how they coincide in a ring together, man. Like, if they've been fighting and feuding and shit for so long, when you already have Jeff Paul with Nurse Micah, and they are a team, and they are going to act and work like a team, I don't think Noir and Honey Badger are going to do that. And I agree. I'll just take it to what Scott Baxter said. Excellent point that sometime in the match, it'll be something where there's a miscommunication and they're going to lose.
There you go. So we're pretty almost. Scott, have you spoken on? I'm sorry. I'm so out of the damn loop. Have you made your prediction? You just did, didn't you?
Yes, sir. I just made my prediction. Spooky Lou, the floor is actually on you. Honey Badger, Chris Noir, JPWO.
Yeah, man. As much as I would like to see Honey Badger and Christian Noir come together, form a unit, that would be crazy. If they could get on the same page, those two would be unstoppable. But I highly doubt it. So, yeah, Jeff Paul World Order. The foundation's there. The camaraderie's there. It's going to get crazy. Something's going to happen. The slightest thing, these two hate each other. They're going to fight out to the street and go to jail. And when that happens, I predicted it.
Hey, so real quick question for personal reasons. Do mixed tags qualify in the tag division? Like, could Jeff Paul and Nurse Micah win the tag titles per se?
Well, as Dustin, as you may remember, we've actually had an intergender tag team challenge for the tag team titles. It was the Nani Death Squad, Scarlett and Brohemoth, challenging Saturday Night Special.
Oh shit!
Oh, was that during the Fall and Festival tour?
It was, I believe, it was the Mannington Fair.
Oh, okay. I think that's actually where I made my return.
Interesting. I got a question for Scott real quick before we go to another match, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Go right ahead.
Well, Scott Baxter, and I need your inside assistance because we posed this question to the previous jackass known as James Simpson, and we were curious, and I wanted to see if you had the inside track on this. Let's say someone wins the internet belt from Remy LeVay. Let's say Gannon Green, that match gets put back together, and Gannon Green wins the belt. Can he the same night cash that thing in and say, you know what, I'm going to go after Zeke Mercer and beat the shit out of him?
Well, gentlemen, the last update I've heard on that from Real Shoot Wrestling Office, they haven't signed it into the rule book yet. There is still debate amongst it. Do we want that instant cash in this night, or do we as a business want to be able to promote that match?
Oh, hell.
Because it is a business of promotion, after all, gentlemen. So do we want to be able, as businessmen, to be able to promote this now, what would be considered a super fight between our two champions coming together for the main title? It's still in discussion, but gentlemen, as soon as that news is broke, I can guarantee I'll be the first to break it.
I see. Well, we'll fucking do a special WrestleRoni podcast as soon as you find out. We'll do the bitch live on Twitch and do it up.
Hell yeah.
What else we looking at? What else we got, Scott?
Well, gentlemen, I believe we've actually made our way to the final match. It is the Real Shoot Wrestling Internet title match. The champion, Remy LeVay, is going to go in, and he is going to have one hell of a challenger, the Mad Dog Zach Myers.
Ooh, I like this one.
I do too.
Spooky Lou, floor is all yours. Go ahead and give us what you've got for this match.
I really like Mad Dog, man, but I really like Remy. Remy just won the VCW title, but the night before he took a hell of a shot to the head. When he won the VCW title, he was in a brutal fatal four-way. Then, same night, had to compete again, but somehow pulled it out. So, it shows that he's got some guts and he can go, but what did last weekend take out of Remy LeVay? Let's look at Mad Dog's weekend. Hell of a match with Beastman at VCW. Crazy match. Christmas trees, tables, dog collars, blood, just gore galore. Crazy match. Was lucky enough to see it live. Mad Dog pulled it out, though. Mad Dog beat Beastman. Don't take that lightly. Beastman is a beast, man. So don't take that lightly. That's a big win. But again, what did it take out of Mad Dog? The night before, that tag match was rocking and rolling. But Mad Dog and Gannon took the L. So we got to look at the stats. We got to look at what it took out of these competitors. Who took the worst ass beating and who recovers faster. Oh, man. Remy's had that belt for a long time. The statistics are against him at this point. How much longer can he go? You know what? Zeke might think, yo, I know Remy's going to be coming for me, so why don't I fire the first shot? Well, he already did fire the second shot, I guess. Go ahead and attack him before he attacks me. Who knows what the hell's going to happen? So if I have to pick, I love you, Mad Dog. I do. I respect the hell out of you. But just for all Remy overcame at VCW and won that belt, I would like to see him keep the belt. Okay, let's say it this way. I would like to see Remy keep the belt, but he went through a hell of a weekend, so I would not be surprised if Mad Dog Myers left as internet champion. That's the best I can put it.
Damn, I like that.
Well, thank you.
Split down the middle, it seems our esteemed host is.
I would like to see it one way, but I think it's going to be another way. But I'm not sure. I don't know. What do y'all think?
So which one did you pick with? Did you pick with the heart or did you pick with the head?
There you go. Good point.
Mm.
All right, if you're going to make me pick. Also, we're in Remy's home base, too, so that factors in. Fuck.
So in the home base of the Mad Dog Zach Myers, it's almost neutral territory at this point, gentlemen.
All right, I'm going to go with the heart, and I'll tell you why. I want Remy to retain so he can cash in that belt and beat the shit out of Zeke Mercer. Remy LeVay.
That's a great choice. Former Real Shoot Wrestling Dustin Alexander. I'd like to get your opinion on this match. Remy LeVay versus the Mad Dog Zach Myers.
So, if we break this down and look at it realistically,
break it down.
We have Mad Dog Zach Myers, who's an absolute monster.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Remy LeVay, who will not be denied.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've held that, but not that exact same style. The belt's been updated since I held it, but I was internet champion for a good time. When that there's a level of importance behind that belt that people don't understand until they actually hold that thing. And once you have it, you're willing to walk through fire and punch out whoever is on the other side of that fire.
Yeah.
So since Zach Myers, I don't, if he has, correct me, but I don't believe he's held a singles title at Real Shoot Wrestling.
That is correct. He is a former 2-time tag team champion, however.
Yeah.
I don't think at the current spot where we lay that Remy's ready to lose that title or Zach is ready to take it from him. I don't think Zach has what it takes to take it from him.
Oh.
Well met.
I think by any means necessary within the rule book, Remy's he is going to retain that title. Count it now. Remy walks out, New Kin, still your internet champion. I don't think there's anyone on the planet right now that can beat Remy for that title.
Dude is unstoppable. And a point to add to that, who on the planet can beat Remy LeVay within 15 minutes?
I'd be hard pressed to see. I mean, in some aspects, Lou, I wish you could be in the back before matches and just see the different Remy LeVay you have when it's go time.
Yeah.
It's almost like a shell of a person. He's so dialed in, and that's all he has on his mind. Remy's a different talent right now, and I think the only way he drops that title is when he cashes it in.
Yep.
I don't think he's beatable right now.
Yep.
Wow.
Dad, to your point, I was fortunate enough to be backstage at VCW before. I was right there at Gorilla when he went through the curtain to win that belt. I was right there when he came back through after he won that belt. I saw what kind of crazy zone this nice dude gets into. Not a nicer dude on the planet, but before he goes out that curtain, holy shit.
Once the mind eraser is in full effect, it's game over. Like I said, if there's a man on the planet that can beat him for that internet title, I ain't met him yet.
Damn.
That's good. And gentlemen, he's not lying. It seems to be that Remy LeVay just seems to be on one of those runs that you hear about in the old. You hear about when your dad or your grandpa talks about wrestling. You hear about those runs of the likes of Bruno Sammartino. You know, Hulk Hogan had that long, multiple year run with the WWF Championship, and it seems like Remy LeVay right now just seems to have the number of every person that Real Shoot Wrestling has put across from it.
Yep. Hard to deny that. He's our tribal chief, baby. And look at it this way too. I think Zeke saw that too. He saw that Remy was on such a roll, and Remy had mentioned on the podcast, where do I go from here? He never said he was going to cash in that title, but I think Zeke got a little bit shook up, and that's why he popped him in the back of the head and found him some friends. The piece of shit.
I mean, Zeke, I called Zeke. I did months ago. I called it, but let's not sell Zeke short. When that bell rings, there's not many better men in the world in between them ropes.
By all means, but he's a piece of shit.
You're still a piece of shit.
I don't agree one iota.
Yeah.
But let's not sell him short. There's a reason he's the RSW champion right now.
For sure.
I got to tell you guys, I'm chomping at the bit to give my prediction, so please let me know when I can go.
Okay, well, let me agree with Dustin Alexander. Zeke Mercer can go. Zeke Mercer was a fighting champion. Took on all challengers and beat a lot of people. Zeke Mercer's a piece of fucking shit. Go ahead and make your prediction, Lawrence.
Yeah, he's fucking sold himself out. So I want to point out something that I think we're all missing. First off, as someone who has become, and as I spoke to Spooky about this here recently, having watched the VCW pay-per-view through Fight TV, I've become an instant fan of Damian Chambers. And I want to point something out in the match between Damian Chambers and Remy LeVay. Damian Chambers, albeit a different organization, when you're talking about the same wrestler, you're talking about Remy LeVay, he can be beaten. And I got news for you, gentlemen. I watched Damian Chambers, who should have won that match, lose the match because of interference. Let's keep that in mind. Remy needed interference. I'm not taking nothing away from him, and I love me some Remy LeVay as well. However, I do want to point that out because we're glossing over the fact that it was through interaction from Malachi Gage and Christian Noir that he won that match. Keep that in mind, guys. So moving forward, what we're talking about coming up, I love watching Zach Myers in the ring as well. And you cannot deny the fucking win that he got over Beastman. Like, that's fucking amazing that he was able to pull that out. And I know he's got great intestinal fortitude, but I just don't think, again, no disrespect to Zach Myers, I just don't think you're the opponent that's going to take that belt from Remy. However, I want to point something out. As I stated before, I believe if Gannon Green, if they remake that match and he gets an opportunity, that's when you're going to see your brand new internet champion.
Back to that.
Ooh, hot taken.
Oh yeah, and back to your point about Remy and the culmination. I think that was just a matter of, hey, I'm hanging with the boys, let's have some fun. I don't think that was because he thought he was in danger of losing the match. It's why not? If you're hanging with your buddies and you're having fun, why not shoot a few beer bottles or throw some beer bottles at a stop sign or just it's about having fun.
I just remember watching the match and knowing that Damian Chambers' arm was draped over Remy, who was knocked out after Damian Chambers put his finisher on, which I love his finisher, BT Dubs. And the ref was knocked out. You could have fucking counted to 10. Remy would have lost that match.
He didn't. He won.
No, he didn't.
Okay, Scott, who you got?
Well, gentlemen, it's a tough match to call. Probably the toughest on the card, in my opinion. Remy LeVay comes in as the long-standing champion, and he faces one of his most brutal challengers yet. The Mad Dog, Zach Myers. We've seen the kind of fight that the Mad Dog brings, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
This won't be a wrestling match for the Internet Championship. This will be a fight for it.
Okay.
And the Mad Dog is going to hit him and hit him and hit him some more. But I just ultimately see the will of Remy LeVay persevering.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of hard to deny him right now. It
Mhm.
is. So it's pretty much unanimous. I think we went over match of the night. Any last words from anybody before we shut this shit down? Dustin Alexander, floor's all yours, buddy. What are you gonna do tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, you're going to see it. Have your cameras, have your oil paintings, have your crayons out. Tomorrow night, 12/16, TME goes down, and the ascension of the Violent Party to their rightful place as RSW Tag Team Champions will be on its way. That is stepping stone number one, if you will, boys.
Mm.
We start the climb tomorrow night.
Hey, you beat the main event. If I'm Tim Cross, if y'all win, when you beat the main event, that's an automatic tag title shot in my eyes. Those guys were IWC Tag Team Champions for God knows how long. Dominant tag team. I wish you guys the very best. Pull it out for RSW. Show them how RSW does. Kick him in the face. Fucking stomp him in the gut. Give him some nasty Dustin Alexander business. Let Vance have his way with him. I can't wait for you to kick their ass. Big
The
fan,
Violent
though.
Party's never been focused, more dialed in. We're not leaving New Ken without that W.
Hell yeah.
And I just wanted to throw out real quick that I realized when we had talked about that, I never gave my prediction for that particular match. But I want to, I don't know if I got glossed over or whatever, but I just want to let Dustin know that I'm rooting for both of you. I think the chemistry you guys have as a tag team in the ring is fucking undeniable. And I absolutely believe that you're going to be leaving with that W.
Brother, we're not leaving New Ken without it. See that?
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. Scott Baxter, any final scoops? Any final, what you got?
Gentlemen, I just know it's the last event of the year for Real Shoot Wrestling. And I do actually have some breaking news I have to drop here at the end of this.
Okay.
Wait on us.
It appeared former member of the murder, Phineas McMichael, has been released by Real Shoot Wrestling.
What?
What the fuck?
What is this? Damn, Tim Cross out here firing everybody today. Fuck.
Jesus.
What the fuck did Phineas ever do? Because he had to fucking use some weapons in the match? Like, I'm not too happy about this. We can't end it on this note. Do we know
I'm
why?
being told it was a mutual agreement between two parties. It was not a firing, but there was a mutual release from the contract.
God.
Well, it still fucking sucks. Scott, bring us up with some good news. You got like a scoop that's good news?
Well, before you do, if I may, I want to say there's no replacing Phineas McMichael. The dude
Truth.
is a talent. Wherever he goes, whatever he does, he will succeed. Awesome in the ring. Undeniable. He was, by God, one of the best, if not the best, technician in RSW. Phineas McMichael will never be replaced. We may hire 3 people, so the fuck what? Those 3 people ain't going to be Phineas McMichael. I don't give a fuck who they are. So I'm not too happy about it. Regardless, things happen. Whatever the situation may be, very happy about the release of James Simpson, the firing of James Simpson.
Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, but
Hey, look,
there was
Lou,
no to that one, gentlemen. That was a flat out pack your bags and hit it.
Also, I've got a scoop on my end. Looks like Dickhead Zeke Mercer's over on a rival podcast costing us views. So fuck you, Zeke Mercer and the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Suck my fucking nuts.
And then when you're done sucking his nuts, you can suck my ass.
Hole.
Oh, you know why he's on that podcast and not on this one?
Why?
Because we don't want to fucking hear him.
There you go. You're exactly
He'd have to
right.
he'd have to pay you guys to be on this podcast.
We'd want to hear what he has to say about as much as we wanted to hear James Simpson. Let's be for real.
Yeah, I got Dustin fucking Alexander on my podcast. I had Gannon Green. I had Billy Knox. Shit.
Yes, sir.
Zeke Mercer. Suck my nuts.
You really had the most eclectic group you could tonight.
No doubt. No doubt.
No doubt. And believe me.
And the always wonderful Scott Baxter. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence again this evening, sir.
Thank you for having me, gentlemen. It was always a pleasure.
How you feeling? It was a pretty rowdy episode. Are you okay? Did you take your Imodium?
Oh, I'm feeling good, gentlemen. It was a little bit hectic, to say the least.
You on the toilet right now. Don't be shitting me, man. Got your phone on the toilet just fucking that bowl up.
He's not shitting you, he's shitting himself.
Yeah.
I got a shit speaking.
Oh my God, the scoops! Oh, James Simpson was fired. Phineas McMichael was released.
Stop making bat noises, bro.
hey, real quick, Lou and Lawrence, if you can find it, there's a match out there between me and Phineas from Fuzzfest, and it's a good time, start to finish. If you guys can find this match out there somewhere, it puts over exactly how good Phineas is in the ring. He tied me up, and I thought I was the best-looking pretzel that there ever was.
Okay. Rumor has it Fuzzfest will be coming out sooner than later, and I know how to find it. So, yeah, be on the lookout, RSW fans. That sounds like a good one in my book.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's about as much as we can do on this one. It's been crazy. It's been hectic. I think Gannon Green. I thank Billy Knox. I thank Scott Baxter. I thank Lawrence. I thank the great Dustin Alexander hung with us the whole damn time. Thank you, sir.
We're just out here having fun. I enjoyed it.
For sure.
Fuck yeah.
For sure. And we wish you the best of luck against one of the best, if not maybe the best. We'll find out tomorrow night. Who is the best tag team on the East Coast? Will it be the main event or the Violent Party? I know Dustin.
Have them cameras and videos ready.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited for that one. Come out to New Ken. Bring a toy. I saw dumbass Zeke Mercer said, bring an old toy. Don't bring a kid an old toy.
What the fuck?
What kind of stupid shit was that? Bring a nice toy. It doesn't have to be the best, but, you know, don't bring an old toy. Unless it's some collector thing, then Tim Cross will fucking nut and buy it off of you if it's an old wrestling figure, I'm sure. But bring the kids a toy. You get in for free. MV Young, the main event, all the stars of RSW. You couldn't ask for a better time on a Friday night. Keep your eyes peeled for Krampus Mania coming at you Christmas Day. I've been Spooky Lou, joined by the crew. I thank you all. Love each other. Enjoy wrestling. Stand up for, the fucking usual routine. Get the fuck out of my face with your shit. You got me mad now. Bye. Fuckers. Good show, fellas.
Good shit, guys. Yeah, hell yeah.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Thank you, Dustin. That was a good time, sir.
Hell yeah, dude. Fucking Zeke Mercer's trying to get fucking people to bring bring an old G.I. Joe with like a fucking no legs and no fucking head and shit. What the Jesus shit.
Oh shit. Why can't I stop the fucking recording? Come on. You motherfucker, it's gonna start streaming again. Oh my god. This fucking piece of shit.